good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. We are live tonight. Please join us this evening and let us know in the comments as to where you're joining us from, and get interact with us and stay in touch with us tonight. If when you join in, please do share the live stream so that other people are able to connect with us as well and to be part of this conversation tonight. So it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be awesome. It's really gonna be a great evening tonight. And my name is Juliana, and this is Jumon Empire. We provide IT and branding solutions. And tonight we're talking business startup, anything that has to do with accounting, tax, compliance, and so on. We're going to touch those as much as we can. And if you have a question, please do not hesitate to ask in the comments, and to state whatever that you wanna really let us know. Please do that in the comments, and let's get in touch tonight and let's speak. For those of you who have connected with us previously or before, you will know that the first thing that we spoke about was business startup, where we spoke about you getting the name for your company, registering your company, and then doing basic branding for your company. So tonight we are doing part 2 of that, whereby we're speaking about something completely different from what we had spoken about previously. So please stay tuned. It's very much important, and it's key that certain things you need to know, because some of us, we've really learned very hard certain things, because we really never knew them. Nobody ever told us about them, and you made mistakes, and they have really caused very much harm in our businesses or our companies as we go. And I've realized that many of us, especially when it comes to the compliance part of it, your taxations, your accounting and everything, you just neglect that part. We think it's not important until comes a time whereby you either have to get a contract or apply for a tender or whatever that is. And then you realize that everything is a mess. You have to start from the beginning, and it costs you even much more, and things are very bad. But tonight we are not experts when it comes to that, but tonight we have somebody who we've done business with before. They have helped us as a company. We have also provided some services to them previously, and they are doing great, and it's really gonna be awesome. So I'm just gonna let my brother Bongani Dlamini to introduce himself. We are live, sir. Welcome. Please greet the people and introduce yourself. Tell us what you do and who you are.
Thanks, Juliana, for inviting me today. My name is Bongani Dlamini, and I'm a business accountant and a tax practitioner, the profession. And I've studied I did my studies at University of Johannesburg, and also CA Connect, and I'm currently doing with tax faculty. One day I want to have that PhD in tax. So this is who I am, and currently I'm running an accounting firm, which is started in 2014. It's been 6 years now. And I've been full-time in that business now. It's 4 years. And with my experience, I've got 13 years experience in the financial industry, where I work from the banks, media industry, and other accounting firms, and also the insurance before I've moved full-time in my business. And our business is as I've said, is an accounting firm where we deal with audit, accounting, bookkeeping, tax, payroll, and all BE verification agency.
Fantastic. Wow. Great, man. Thank you so much for that. I mean, you've got vast experience, and you've really done so much of great work. So tonight, as we're speaking about, there are many startups, people who are starting their businesses, and they don't know, many things as to what is it that they need to get done. Now, the first thing and the first question is somebody who's starting, they have a great idea or service, or somebody has just gotten retrenched, they want to start a business. And the question maybe that comes up is, do I really need to be registered for tax? I'm still starting, I don't have businesses yet, and I don't even maybe have money or whatever. Do I really, really need to be registered for tax?
To be honest with you, if you want to be serious on yourself, serious on your business that you want to start, tax will not run away to be not registered for it, because it's one of the requirement that the government required us. Even when you go to CIPC and register the company, immediately once you register the company, you're going to get the income tax number, whether you like it or not. Income tax number is needed. Why they need it? Because SARS need your money. That's the most important thing. SARS is about that revenue. So whether you are a small startup, big, whatever, you can put yourself into, but that I'm telling you that it need to be done.
Wow. I mean, just still on the same question, I've realized, and I think I learned this a bit later, that there are different kinds of tax, especially when it comes to business. And then,
Yes.
so the other thing I think that many people, especially miss is, as a business, as you're starting up, what are those taxes that you're supposed to be registered on? Because I understand that when you register your company and get registered, you are registered for income tax. But probably there are other taxes that you should be registered on. What are those, and why should that be? And how do we get to understand those? Can you still hear me? Okay. Are you still with me, Bongani? Can you hear me, sir? Okay. It looks like probably Bongani is not hearing us. Let's try to get him back, so that he can join us in this conversation. Please, Bongani, do let me know if you can hear me, if you can still hear me, please. Um, but as you've been listening, as you've heard, that it's very important, whether you are starting, whether you have money or you don't have money, you are supposed to be tax registered, and it is very key and it's very important. Okay, it seems I think we have Bongani back. Are you there, Bongani? Can you hear me? Okay, we still can't. He still can't hear us, but we will get that sorted just now. So, just like I said, it is very key and it's very much important, for you to be tax registered and tax compliant, because it's required by SARS. As a business, it's something that has to be there. Now, one thing that we touched on previously when we spoke about this, remember we said you first find a name for your company, and then the other thing that you do is that as soon as you found a name for your company, you need to get it registered. And as soon as it's registered, you need to make sure that you've got, then you put up your services and you put up everything that you do in your services. I'm hoping that we've got Bongani back. Can you hear me, Bongani? Okay, awesome. We are going to proceed. Yes, I can hear you. We were going to proceed where we left off, so that we can continue with the conversation this evening. Okay, so The last question that I had
Yeah, yes.
asked you was that many businesses or many people do not understand as to which tax should I be registered for as a business when I'm starting up or whatsoever. There are different types or different kinds of taxes, and as to which is which and which one should I be registered for. So can you help us to understand that specifically as to what are the different kinds of taxes and what are those that as a business, depending on what you do, what you should be registered on?
Yeah, thanks. The checks that you need to be registered. Number one, once you register the company, it automatically come with the income tax number. That you will not run away with it. That's number one.
Okay.
And then number two, which is income tax. Before I go to number, which is income tax. That's where SARS also need your money too much on what you have made the profit on the business.
Okay.
And then number is that some of the companies that are trading have the employees, or I'm self-employed there. You need to have what is called PAYE.
Okay.
PAYE is where you will deduct your money on your salary. For example, if you are getting paid 10,000 rand, it means you will not get that basic salary of 10,000 rand. We need to deduct your PAYE, your skills development levy, and the UIF, which is more important, because at the end of the day, I found it more difficult that if you are self-employed, you also want to apply something. They will not know that these guys, they require the ITA 34, which you find that you don't have for it. This is about differentiating your business and the personal. It means the business is having its own income tax that they are paying, and also they're taking tax on your side as a director and also for the staff. That's another issue. Number three is that some of the companies, they got registered with VAT, and I find it so also difficult to some of the clients not understanding what is the purpose of registering VAT. Because when you register, you must be a certain threshold that you must be on it to register VAT, because it's something that also to be maintained. Those are, I think, those are the three basic tax things that need to be having it. But if I go back one step back to number one, income tax is having, which is your tax that you need to pay it once a year. And then, but you also have to require to do a provisional tax before you pay your tax.
Okay.
So I know this is one of little bit needed more of the time why people they are paying provisional tax. Provisional tax is like you are telling SARS that I made so much in advance for the following year that I'm doing. Yes. Okay. So that's some of the things. Those are the tax implications that you need to have it. But for a startup, you don't need to go that much bigger to go for VAT. I'll advise you just to have your income tax to be more is the one that you need to have. And also, if you know that you are paying yourself salary, you register the PAYE. If there is no salary, you put the zero on your declaration.
Interesting. There is this one mistake that that I did personally before, of which it's one of the reasons I thought this was important. We spoke about provisional tax, right? And like you said, it's you saying that okay, this is the estimate. It's like an estimate, right, of what I will make as a company. And what happens was that when you do that, when it comes a time for you to file your returns, then now you have to declare as to what is it that you have made, and every single thing as it's done like that. So what happened was that I didn't do that on time and then got penalized. and then I found myself owing SARS, and I didn't understand as to how am I owing SARS and whatsoever. And then when I called, inquired, and all that stuff, they told me that no, you didn't do this on time. So I
Yes.
think, yeah, here's the question to pose to you. Many people, we don't take these things, very serious, and then we find ourselves in stuff like that, where you find yourself owing SARS out of nowhere. How important is it that you have to file your returns on time? And how will you know as to, how important is that part for you to do that on time?
Honestly speaking, to you about your question is to find the right accountant that can assist you on that. That's the most important thing, because that the accountant, if they got the good database, they will remind you that you need to submit your return. If it's me, I'll understand that your year end is February. I'll tell you in time that to avoid the penalties of those 500 rand comes to 1,000 rand. And that's find that is a huge money, because each and every time, once you didn't pay or you didn't submit it in time, you find that you get the penalties. And the penalties that they're putting it also come with the interest each and every month.
Exactly.
So just to get the right accountant or tax practitioner to do it for you. If you want to do it yourself, you can do it for yourself. But if you mess up it, if you come back to us, we are going to charge you more.
Exactly. And I think it leads to the next question that I have. Some small business, somebody thinks I'm a small business. I may not afford an accountant, or because we have no knowledge, we don't understand as well as to what is the fee for an accountant. Do I really even need an accountant as a small business? And I understand that, your business, you are very much affordable. You have different kind of packages for different kind of businesses. So I think maybe it's something that somebody who has joined us, who's listening, that maybe you can enlighten us on as a small business. Do I need an accountant? And what is it that will be done for me as a small business as I'm starting up? What will be the task for an accountant if I get one?
Thanks. I think that's a nice one. Nice question that I love on those questions that you are posting now. It's like I'm your doctor of your finances. I believe every industry has need a doctor of that certain things.
Yeah.
Like if come to you are on the media and IT.
Yeah.
You need all these services. But if I'll also go straight to your answer, yes, you need an accountant to work with you if you want to grow your business, because he will help you in terms of advising you about also how to spend and how to budget for your business. Then you will see the growth in terms of that.
Exactly.
So I'll say have an accountant, whether you're still small, if your company starts trading, have an accountant that can work with you. They do your bookkeeping. They tell you you have made each and every month, and they'll tell you how to spend to some of the things that you are doing as a business. And also it will help you in terms of all your tax matters.
Okay.
And you don't find yourself to be in the problem with SARS. But that it's not about SARS only. You can find yourself your company being dormant at CIPC. Your company can get deregistered from CIPC. Your company, even at SARS, your income tax can be dormant on SARS. And also, I know we're just talking about SARS and CIPC. There is Department of Labor, where you put your UIF. Those all people, they'll say the pension fund and so on. Those things, unemployment insurance fund, or the one for the injuries. And as an accountant, I will advise you that if you are in the construction business, you just need to have also a company. So
to have an accountant can advise you with more compliant on your field that you are on it.
Exactly. And I think there are many things that you really have touched there. And I'm hoping that, the people who are watching, who have connected with us, if you are there, please, if you need a clarification on something, post your comment and, let us have Bongani to clarify that to you. If you have a question, don't forget to, post it in the comments. I hope this, will be able to help you. And Bongani, right when we are just right there, there's something that you touched on, that you can find yourself deregistered with CIPC. I've had many clients and many people come and, they say that, I don't know, something is wrong with my company, and only to find out when you check that the company is under deregistration and somebody didn't know and they don't know what is it that they're supposed to do. And I think it's something that we really, really need to know. Whether your business you are doing business or you're not doing business, there's something probably that you need to do. So I think if you can maybe clarify for us filing returns for CIPC and filing returns for SARS, the difference and as to, what exactly is each of them.
Okay. In terms of CIPC, you must know the day that you registered your company, like a birthday of your company. It means if we register the company today, which is the 20th of July, it means next year during this time, I need to file my return, which is going to cost me almost like 100 rand. But if I file it after 30 days, there's a penalty also for 50 rand. You see? So if you jump almost like 2 years to 3 years, this is where they said this company, they don't know whether it's running or it's not running. They have to check it out on their system. That's the difference of it. But also, CIPC is going to put more impact also in your business in terms of your business account. Because also CIPC can make your business account to be frozen because of you not doing the returns. So you find that you can go to the bank and they withdraw money. You find yourself that my business account, there's nothing that is happening because you didn't do the returns. So when it comes to SARS, if you don't do the returns, they will either deactivate your income tax number, and then you find that when you want the tax clearance, which is called a TCS nowadays, tax clearance letter, you won't get it because you're gonna find yourself dormant because you find that you didn't do the returns. If your business is dormant, you have to declare the zero returns that I'm not doing anything at the moment, and then you give it to them. And if you are cheating, one day they can get you that you find that I got a business account, I'm doing the business. But when I go to SARS, I just go and submit the zero returns. Because this is one thing that most people, they don't know. Nowadays, once you register the company, I'll say 4 departments that are interlinked with your ID number, which is you start from CIPC when you register. It's also linked also to the bank. It's also linked to the Department of Labor. It's also linked to SARS. So these 4 things, it's also linked also to your ID. So I'm just adding more on what you have asked. But if you don't do these things, you find that it puts on your hands or on your business. And the more especially to the client that want to go and tender, you find that they get affected with the CSD, which is called a Central Supply Database. It will be compliant. That you are applying tenders and then you don't get any check or notification because of non-compliant. And now the government, you don't get paid if you are non-compliant. They will tell you, go and fix your CIPC or SARS, then you're gonna get paid. That's what it's.
Yeah. I mean, it's a very big thing. It's a huge thing, and you touch something. There are people who feel that no, this thing is easy. I can do it for myself. I'll just go on e-filing, and then they just put the zeros and do all that stuff. And as you've just said, that it will get to catch up with you, at a later stage, and it will affect you very, very much badly. Because somebody has just put in the comments that certain things we really need to leave them to experts, let them do this stuff and get them done. So those who are joining us, if you are here and you are having challenge with these things, it's better to spend the money on an accountant or somebody who is an expert in this field for them to help you than for you to pay a whole lot of money later. In penalties and in all these things that will even lead to greater bad things. And I think you touched on the last question that I had about compliance, that because some people, they just remain compliant. They're not compliant, in their businesses and every single thing. And then comes a time they want to apply for a tender or do something, and then they realize that they are just not compliant, and it's just been years or whatever the case is. So I think tell us much more what I know you've touched on one thing, that it may cost you not to even get paid when you had applied for a tender and got accepted. So what are the more consequences of you not being compliant, and what are the benefits as well of you being compliant?
Thanks. The benefit to be compliant, it means your business, you're doing the business right.
Mm-hmm.
That's also number one,
Mm-hmm.
I can say to you.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, like if you are a person who deals so much with the government, your CSD, which is Central Supply Database, need to be compliant each and every time to get paid.
Yep.
But this it can be affected through your CIPC, what we talk about for not doing your returns, and also can be affected through SARS for not doing all the returns. If you are registered income tax, PAYE, and the VAT, can also affect your profile to be non-compliant. So also on that, if you are running a business and then you don't have a bank account, that's not a business.
Sure.
That's not a business. You just I don't know what to say. It's a spaza shop that is unknown but registered, but something like that. But they won't take you seriously.
Exactly.
And I know some, they use another bank that I will not to say, can you put it to me because this one is cheaper with the bank fees and so on.
Yeah.
You find it's becoming a problem. So if those things are non-compliant of not submitting the returns, you won't get paid. That's how it is. So more especially returns that are imported.
Yeah.
And also, you asked me about to have an accountant. It is also good to, because on submitting the returns, we are going to put also your financial statement that this is how much I made. And this is going to help you in terms of when I'm talking about compliant, if you want to apply something or a car or a house, they also need to do those compliant checking. They need the IT when you want to buy something to say, is this guy compliant at SARS? If not, some of the companies, they chase you to say, no, go and fix your SARS matters. So compliant is very, 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 very big on it. And also, you find that, I'll say to my brothers and sisters, those who are in the construction, for an example, you find that they need a coordinator. You don't have a letter of good standing from Department of Labor. That compliance can also make you not to go to the site and go and work.
Sure.
So compliance is very important. And I'm saying more and more that the benefit of compliance can give you more business if you are dealing more with the government. And also putting you on the good state with South African Revenue Services.
Yeah, I mean it's some things that we mostly think they are very small or they don't matter, but the consequences are really huge, and many people find themselves either losing business or they find themselves, in very a deep mess. I've had many clients who come at the point that I need to apply for this quickly. This is what I need and all that, and then sometimes you even realize that why have you not been doing this? And you get to miss a huge contract or something that would have been great for you as a company. So that is why I think that is the reason we do this, to say to you that let's get you help, so that especially when you are starting, it's good. Start on a clean slate. Whether you are making business or whatever, file your returns. Always make sure that everything is in place. And I think also, as you've said, Bongani, that it helps you as a person who's in business to grow. An accountant will be there to help you grow, to help you budget that, okay, this is what you have, this is what you're making, this is what you can do. This is, get your SARS sorted, get your budget sorted, you have your income, or your expenditures and all that stuff. I think there's a whole lot of stuff that an accountant will be able to help you as a business, whether you're starting up or whatsoever. So this is one of the most important things as startups that we neglect, and we think they are just expensive. It's not necessary, but I'm here just to tell you that it's not expensive compared to what you'll find yourself in if you just leave all these things unattended. So Bongani, I think we have exhausted our time, but just before maybe your last words, your last thoughts and advice, and everything that you can give to somebody to help them in their journey when they start, or those that are already in business, what are your last words and thoughts?
My advice to the business people is that compliance is very, very important. Let's do it. It's going to help you, and then you also know your status of your business. But also, what I'm gonna say to you, it's not about getting an accountant only. You also need to get the aspect to each and every platform that you cannot do it. Leave the numbers to us. You run your business. We got Juliana here. They are doing marketing, great marketing. You just get them to market your business, to design whatever that you need to be designed. Julian, I know how to design a website, but I don't have time for that. I'm not a much expert for it. I give it to the people who can design. The IT guys like you design and do it. So you run the business, you don't have a headache, you pay the person, and that will make your business to go more and more, because you're gonna be more focusing on your business.
Yeah.
So my say to you is that let's do the right thing with what the government want us to do. Let us avoid cheating to the government, and that will help you in future. And all the best for those who are starting the business and they follow what we are going to tell them. If they needed advisory, we're here. If they need people like you, you are there. Any field that people they need, they can get it.
Yeah. No, thank you so much, my brother. This is helpful. Even myself, as I'm sitting here, it's helping me as well, and I hope it has helped somebody. And I know that many people really are struggling in this field, And if you are watching with us and you are here, you need an accountant, you need help with SARS, you need help with all these things. My brother Bongani is here. He's running. They have got a great firm that helps all businesses, whether you are small, medium, or big. They have solutions for you when it comes to that field. And you can check them out. And many clients of mine that have come to me with this kind of requests, Bongani has been the person that I have always partnered with to get these solutions to you. So please, if you need that, inbox us, let us know, and we'll get you the right solutions that will help your business and your company. Bongani, thank you so much, my brother. It's been great, and I really appreciate you taking your time to join us this evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Guys, thank you so much for really joining us this evening. I hope this has helped you, and I hope that your business, your company will be much better, and it will help you to grow and to start up your business. So please continue to share this broadcast and communicate with us if you need our services. We provide IT and branding solutions, as I've said, and if you need those services, please do not hesitate to inbox us, to comment, post your comment if you want to do that. WhatsApp us, our contacts are on screen, and we'll be able to assist you. Like I said, we don't just provide services, we provide solutions that will help you, to become much better in whatever that you do. Thank you very much. Join us again next Monday, 6:30, we'll be here. Something exciting that will bring the change and the difference that you need in your business, in your company. Thank you very much, and this is Julmon Empire. Have a great evening.